So one of the things that people want to see initially when you have a, when you actually start working with different channel controls, the first thing is a fader. What we have is a touch capacitor fader. So it's not a traditional physical fader, but as you can see, it's incredibly responsive. Now, it's going to work in two different modes. One will be the default mode of catch, where it won't actually engage the fader until my finger reaches its initial value, so we don't have any inadvertent jumps. But I could just simply switch that by holding down my shift and my monitor to jump, and now I can just simply jump freely. And you can see, again, it's way more responsive than a traditional fader. I'm also going to have mute, solo, my monitor enable, my record enable. Now, also, if I wanted to have more fine control over the fader, I could come right here and just adjust and have fine control. So, or if I want to have kind of more of macro control. And it's cool, once I'm in the fine control, I could actually just click here. I could be anywhere in the fader and just increment in very small amounts. I also have my pan control here. And if I wanted to also hold down my shift key with that, I can now have fine control over my panning. If I wanted to come here and select different channels, I could do that right there. I also, like, one of the great features in Cubase is folder tracks, where we could kind of take a number of tracks and collapse them. So if I want to hold down my folder track, I could collapse folders. Or if I have tracks with processing that I wanted to freeze, or a virtual instrument, I actually have just a freeze button right there. So I could just process that to free up different resources. If I have different virtual instruments available, I could also come right over here.
It's okay.
And I can now just hit my little button here, and I can open up the instrument that's assigned to the selected track, so I don't have to go through all my stuff. So I'm also going to have read, write, automation, and these will actually be the same exact colors in hardware as they are in software. I could bypass my inserts, my EQs, and my sends, but if I come here, I could also globally bypass my inserts, EQs, and sends, so I don't have to do it channel by channel. And if I want to fast forward, I have basic transport controls here. So if you don't have the transport control, you could have some additional functionality here. And you could also, if I wanted to play, stop, if I wanted to come over here, I could have my snap turned on or off for adjusting to the grid, or cycle. So I get a lot of basic transport functions where I want my click track all to be handled right there.